Welcome to Culper Outdoors. This is our first gear review. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Garmin Xero A1i Pro. I don't know how in-depth this is going to be because this is the first sight I've ever used and it's the only sight I've ever used. I'm traditionally a longbow, traditional archer. This is my first compound bow I've ever gotten, and I went straight for this sight. So far I really enjoy it. It automatically moves the pins for you. You can range find on it, and there's a ton of features that I haven't even explored yet, like arrow profiles and everything. I've just been kind of testing everything out. But so far I really enjoy it. There are a few things that concern me a little bit about it. It seems, to me, it just looks like it could get knocked pretty easy. They say it's pretty stable and it can go through the brush pretty well. I haven't tested it like that yet. I've really only shot it in a controlled setting, like at a range. But there's just so many different moving pieces and electronics going on in here that going from traditional to compound and going all the way up to a fully electronic sight, that was a big jump for me. I have really enjoyed it. I've been pretty accurate with it, going 20, 30, 40, 50 yards, even up to 60 yards. I'm feeling pretty good now, which I'm surprised I got there as fast as I did. But there are some concerns with the range finding. Sometimes the range finding is not exactly where your pin is, so it is possible to range something behind the target. It'll auto calibrate the pin for whatever you ranged behind the target, and now you're going to be shooting off depending on what you ranged. So to me, it's nice that it took out the piece of having to have your own rangefinder on you, but at the same time, I feel like I still need an extra rangefinder just to verify what I'm shooting. I'll find myself walking off the target when I set it up, and then I'll clock it, and I'll be off by maybe 5 to 10 yards. Then I really have to think about it, dial it in, get the rangefinder set on it, and then it's 100% accurate. I love it. Other than that, that's really been the only issue I've had. Like I said, I haven't tested it so hard, and I don't have much experience using just a traditional pin sight. So this is really all I know, and so far I really enjoy it. I do have it set up on the Hoyt RX7, the 2023. Nothing crazy about it, but I do need another stabilizer. I think that'll help with some of my accuracy. So I don't want to take that away from the sight. I think the sight is pretty much straight on. But when I was getting this bow set up, like I said, I hadn't shot compound before, so it was working muscles that I haven't used in a really long time, and sitting there drawing over and over again to get this thing dialed in was really wearing on me, so I started getting a little wobbly towards the end. I think that might have something to do with we didn't quite dial it in perfectly. I do have a tune-up coming up, so hopefully we'll get that set up and take care of that issue. But I really wanted to hop on here and see what you guys had to say about this sight, because I've been hearing a lot of different mixed opinions about it. Some guys wouldn't touch it at all. Some guys want it. Some guys have it. For me, I thought it was cool. I was usually shoot traditional, so going compound, I said let's just go all out and get the fully electronic one. Not sure exactly how I feel about it yet. I haven't hunted with it. I think that'll be the true test. But some guys are concerned about that extra range finding element. You hit the wrong pin and it auto selects a pin for you, and you're shooting the wrong pin. That's a valid concern for sure. But I think there's just as much user error in a standalone rangefinder as there would be with this. As long as you get out there and you know your equipment, you practice with your equipment, you should be able to dial it in pretty good. So I'm pretty excited about this. We got quite a few months before deer season, so I'll be dialed in pretty well before September, I hope, and then we'll get some more videos actually using this thing. But until then, drop a comment, let me know what you think about this sight. Maybe send it to someone who has it, someone who is an expert with it. I'd love to hear their thoughts. Send it to someone who hates it. I want to see what everyone thinks about it. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and we'll be doing some more gear reviews here pretty soon. Thanks.